This reminded me of video game music, like the, that's it. Mario Brothers. I like that stuff. Hey guys, David Morgan here. My little introductions, and they're different every time. Yeah, I like it. I hope you guys like it too. We're going to be reacting today to a song that came out a couple months ago. This is Avenged Sevenfold, a band that I'm vaguely familiar with. Never heard the song. The song's called Nobody. I'm familiar with their artistry. I'm familiar with their technical abilities and their sound. Before we get started, please don't forget to leave a tip in the tip jar in the description down below. Do all your YouTube stuff. We literally make zero money on these videos, and just a little support, a buck here, a buck there, would be really appreciated. Let's get into the song, let's get into some Avenged Sevenfold, see what they're up to in 2023. Yeah. In the dance we've shared before. Somewhat dissolution. This is I am all as I am none. Okay, I'm gonna stop right there. They're a very this recording in particular. They're a very tight band. What I've heard of them, they're very tight, meaning that everything is very exact. It's not, the rhythm is not loose. It's very tight, meaning that all the parts are played very much to a click track and very much together, and that creates a certain sound. And the vocalist is M Shadows, and I'm trying to think of who I think he's influenced by. Like, I was gonna say Chris Cornell. How he just said that was actually the first vocalist I was thinking about is Chris Cornell, and what a vocalist to be influenced by. I hear his sound in M Shadows. It doesn't sound just like him, but you hear the influence, and I like hearing that lineage in the vocalists and the musicians. Somewhat dissolution. This is I am all as I am none. Here we fly so high. No Yeah. These guys are all technically incredibly advanced. They're just masters at their instruments, and they've all spent this, like little thing there. You can just see how technically advanced they are, and how much the tech you got to practice your technique and your drills and stuff, so it's not a hindrance. Your physicality is not a hindrance to what you want to get out into the world on your instrument. That's why you practice technique. It's not to really impress anybody. It's really, I found, to be able to express ourselves to a certain level where we're able to get out what is in here onto what's here, or whatever. That's what it is. Like, think about jazz musicians. Thelonious Monk. He had enough technique to play what he needed to play. He didn't have the technique of Art Tatum. Art Tatum had the technique of 4 piano players in one. That's what he did. Monk had his own thing. You musicians out there, keep that in mind. No coming down. Shedding weight as I'm coming undone. All that's left converging as one. I am the sun. I am the sun. A lunatic enchanted by the Reaper. I like the lyrics. Woo! I like that. Who came up with that idea to do that, like with a little bass line, but pretty much like, was that a vocal bass? That was like an a cappella group right there. That is real. What a cool breakdown. What an interesting idea for a breakdown to just go to a cappella vocals there. I love that. Started again. Beyond death and born on the wind. I am the sun. I am the sun. Yeah. Woo! God. I'm the way. I'm the one in everything. I'm the life. I'm the dead. What a good. I'm not going to pause here. I shouldn't do that. Woo! Check out Johnny on the bass here too. Woo! Love that. Oh, beautiful guitar solo. Yeah, let's talk about that. Brooks Wackerman on the drums. What a good name for a drummer, Wackerman. He's whacking the drums. Obviously killer. You know, bass players don't get a lot of attention. They don't. They're such a foundational instrument, and they're so behind the scenes, you know. But I recognize them. I hear what they're doing, and they're a facilitator for all the stuff that's going on top of them. And what I like about what Johnny's doing is his bass line here during the solo the stuff that he's adding in there is really contributing to the sound of the solo. It's I don't believe that a guitar solo is just a guitar solo. It's a group experience. And I love the bass lines. The things that he's throwing in there are, to me, really adding to the color of the guitar solo, this whole section. And I don't want to leave that unsaid. I think bass players, of course you have your John Entwistles and your Geddy Lees and your Chris Squires, who really, really stand out. And they're more like a lead instrument. But then you have your other bass players, like 80% of them, who are more doing what they're doing in a more low-key way. But without it, you would not get that sauce of the band. You just wouldn't. And it's important to recognize the bass players. I love this Johnny guy. Beautiful. Eleanor Rigby. And that's it. I liked it. Something about how tight it was maybe didn't grab me as much as something that would have been a little more loose. Sometimes it's just how it resonates with me personally. Avenged Sevenfold has an enormous following with a lot of loyal fans, and I hope you guys support them. Go to their shows, buy their merch, and enjoy their music. I love that song. What a cool... I had the lyrics, something to study and check out. And I enjoyed this offering. I hope you guys did too. Don't forget to do all your YouTube stuff. Please don't forget to leave a tip in the tip jar. Drop a buck in there. It's the description's below. We need your support. We love you guys. And thanks for helping us keep this going. Avenged Sevenfold. Nobody. Peace.